A good life is a life built around fulfilling work, play, relationships, and lifelong learning. Welcome to Good Life Conversations, where we explore the stories and strategies of inspiring everyday people who are striving to create a life of purpose, meaning, and connection. Today, our guest is Dan Trommater. Dan is a self-employed speaker, facilitator, coach, and magician. What's an important lesson that you've learned about work over the years?
Well, there's so many. I'm going to leave. I'll go with this one. Vulnerability. I find that the more vulnerable I can be, the more attractive that is to clients, to partners, relationships. That vulnerability, there's this erroneous belief that vulnerability equals weakness. But in my experience, every time that I've been voluntarily vulnerable, it's been a superpower.
Would you be up for giving us a little bit of a magic trick?
Yeah, sure. And I'll do it as a kind of an illustration of the power of wonder. So in my work, I'm often standing in front of a group of people trying to deliver some information, trying to help them challenge their assumptions a little bit. People can only hear so much of just right? No matter how sort of good the information is, sometimes we get stuck in our ruts. We make assumptions over and over. So that's why I use magic. So this is a 1967 Canadian silver dollar. And I'll hold it here at the tips of my fingers. Sorry, I got a little something on there. Hold it at the tips of my fingers and give it a little rub and a blow. So what's happening right now for you is hopefully that you're feeling a little bit of wonder. And that wonder, like, oh, I thought I knew how the world worked. And now suddenly I know that this thing that was this real tangible physical thing just melted out of existence. Wow, I thought that was impossible. What you're maybe not consciously saying is, all right, if that thing that I know is impossible just happened, then what are the other things that I think are impossible that maybe aren't impossible? Maybe I just haven't figured out how to do it.
What last words of wisdom would you offer for our students in their continued pursuit of what we would call the good life?
When you said we're inundated by people, by the vision of people on social media who look like they've got everything figured out, one of the things that has helped my mental health the most is getting off of social media. I used to love it. And then I found that every time I looked at it, I felt worse afterwards. And it was hard. It was hard to cut the strings. But ever since I've done that about a year and a half ago, I feel so much better. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I've been working on for myself is trying to identify the things that I can control and the things that I can't control, and put all my energy into the things that I can control and let the things that I can't control go.